Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm in the jam jar and I'm off to a place called Newport on the Isle of Wight, and I'm hopefully going to be picking up some darkroom equipment that some kind gentleman called Ralph sent me a message on Facebook and said my mum's got some darkroom equipment. He said it's yours if you just want to go around there and pick it up, or that either that or they're just going to bung it in a charity shop. And I thought there's a couple of bits that I could certainly do with. So I'm off on my way to pick up this darkroom stuff. Yes, I'm going to grab this stuff and then get off to the high street and take some photographs. For those who don't live in the UK, when I mention about the word high street, it's basically our local shopping area where there's in a town centre, basically, where there's shops, obviously, and people. And while I'm driving, I just need to give a couple of shout outs really to a couple of YouTubers that I think you guys will be interested in if you've not already seen their channels. One is a guy called Carmine out in New York, and I've been talking to Carmine for quite some time on Instagram, but I never knew he had a YouTube channel until recently. He told me about it, and he's got quite a few subscribers on there. And I watched his YouTube channel, and it's a real easy listening YouTube channel. The guy's sitting there in Carmen's sitting there in his studio at home, I can imagine, with a microphone, wicked accent. That New York accent reminds me a lot of those Goodfella films that I see on TV. He's got a brilliant accent, a nice guy, and he just talks film photography. He's got a wealth of experience, and he does it all in one take. You know, the videos are quite long, but he does it all in one take, just talking about cameras and film. I'll put a link in the description. And also there's another guy that you might not have heard of, you may have, that does exclusively pinhole photography, and his name is Will Gudgeon. He's a UK photographer based over in South England, in Sussex area, and he does a lot of stuff like myself down at the beach. Shoots a lot of large format pinhole photography, and his photographs are absolutely spectacular. So if you like that sort of stuff, I'll also put a link to Will Gudgeon's YouTube channel in the description of this video for you guys to see. So jump on there and give him a little bit of support. You know, it's nice for people's videos to be watched. So anyway, I'm off now to try and pick up this darkroom stuff. I'm in my car, in my jam jar, off we go. Can't believe I found the house. There's a little doorbell. That won't work. Bang on the door. There's a bell. Oh, I've come here, but no one's home. Oh, it looks like there's no one home, so I did say 12 o'clock, it's 20 to 12, so I'm going to go off and do my photography and come back, get this gear up. So I'm just turning into our high street. This is what I was talking about. This is where all our shops are for clothes and stuff like that. Just trying to get parked somewhere. And this is where I'm going to take my pictures. It's not too busy actually. Okay. Get parked up down here. The town hall. There's a hotel. There's a Suzuki thing. So I'm parked up. I'm going to be using the GoPro Hero 10 for some vlogging, and I've brought out this Iconic light meter as well, and I've also got with me 2 sheets of Ilford Fp4 inside this film holder, and I've got the pinhole camera as well, 4x5 pinhole camera. That's already got a film holder at the back with 2 sheets of Fp4 as well. So I've got 5 photographs to take, nice and simple. This is the Lerouge 4.5 pinhole camera. If no one's really into pinhole or never heard of it before, I'd recommend to go out and try it. 35mm 120 or 4x5. This is the 4x5 one. Conditions like today, just got to check the metering. Probably going to come out with maybe half a second or a second exposure, maybe a little bit longer in the shadows. And all I need to do is flick open the shutter like so, and then close it again. And that's it. It's as simple as that. It's like no fuss photography. It really is. You just got to make sure that you've got the pinhole pointing in the right direction. But the good thing with this is I can get really close to subjects. You know, like my hand, for example, would still be in focus as well as the background. The f-stop on this is about f150, I think, and the field of view is really wide, so you can get really creative. The only downside to pinhole is they're a little bit softer. The images are a little bit softer than you know, a camera with a lens on. But of course, this is lensless photography, so but it is fun and you can get some quirky stuff. So that's hopefully what I'm going to do today. I've got 4 sheets of film to take, so 4 photographs. That's it. Get back, develop, and see what we've got. So let's get out on the street, see what we can do. And then I've got to go and get that darkroom stuff from that house. The lady weren't in, bless her. Right, so I'm parked up, I've paid for my parking, and now I'm going to go off to the street and see where I can place this pinhole to get some shots. You notice that I've put this on a little tiny grip, so a lot of my shots I'm going to, a lot of them, there's only 4 to take, a lot of them I'm going to intend to do at low level, so we'll soon see what we get. But most of the idea is to try and find something to put this pinhole behind, so I've got something in the foreground very close, and then let whatever action happens in the background, let that happen. So some people in front of me think I'm a bit weird, but let's see what we can get. So now it's just a case of trying to find somewhere to plot this pinhole up. I've only got 4 shots. There's a car coming round. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Done. So I've just set up another position right on this bench, so hopefully I can get some real close stuff on this bench. I could even get more low down, but I'm okay there. And yeah, see what I can get in the background. The sun is a bit more brighter over this side, so I'm coming at the moment around 3-second exposure, so that might be right. I need a few people to come past first. Dark slide out, get ready for me. For anyone coming through, there's no one there at the moment. A couple with a pram, that might work. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and off. I went 6 seconds, I forgot to allow for the reciprocity failure, so that should be all right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that might look interesting. I've got right behind that railing there on this memorial, looking up at the church. See how that looks. I've got to slide the film over. This Manfrotto little grip that I've got isn't that great with this camera. It doesn't hold it that well. The camera's a lot heavier than what it can support, but I'm just about getting away with it. About 27 seconds. There's no point in waiting for anyone to come through here because you won't see them, they'll just be a blur, so I'll just take the shot. There's a car pulled up right at the end, that's a shame. Job done. So that shot there was a car that pulled up right at the end, but never mind. Dark slide back in. That's it, done. Oh dear. It was really cold out there. So I've got me 4 shots, 4 photographs on that pinhole camera. I don't know how they're going to come out. That's the thing with pinhole, you never know. But you know, sometimes they can be really nice and other times they can be naff and not even worth printing. So but I hope I got a few nice shots. Let's get back. I've got to go and pick that darkroom stuff up and then going to get back and develop this film. Hopefully we've got some nice photographs. I hope. Look at this fanny pack off me. What? See? Oh, your little fanny pack. Well, we call it a bum bag. You out in the States call it a fanny pack, which is quite bizarre. But then I suppose both of them work. You don't wear it around your bum, do you? You wear it around your waist. Why isn't it called a waist bag? I don't know. Fanny pack, bum bag. My hands are cold. Oh, hello Viv, alright?
Sorry, I just tried to ring you. I realised you'd been trying to get hold of me.
That's right, I popped round a little bit earlier, but you weren't in, so I went off and come back again. About half 11.
We must have been out the back.
Oh, it's alright. I went off and took some photographs anyway.
Did you?
Yeah, thanks for this, very kind of you.
That's all right, no problem.
Yeah, Ralph put me in touch and said you got a few bits, so
Yeah, if you
it's
want
always
details
handy.
on what's there, you'll have to talk to Ralph. Right, I'm
Oh, I know
I'm
what's.
in the messenger.
I know what's all in there. Thank you so much. That's very kind.
No, I mean, he's very keen to see him go to a good home. And
Yeah.
we like the recycling type situation.
I've got my bits. Thanks a lot, Ralph. If you're watching, I've got your bits. Where's my car keys? I ain't got my keys. I should have. Ralph, if you're watching, thanks a lot. I've got those bits. I'll have a little look in the box when I get home. Your mum's a nice lady and your dad, nice gentleman. I was talking to them and understand they're into bell ringing. And your mum's invited me to one of the bell ringing sessions. Let me get out of here first before I smack my car up. Oh, this is dodgy. Your mum's invited me to a bell ringing session, so let us know, guys, if you fancy me taking video cameras up into a church where the bells are and do some photography up there and a bit of video. She even said I could have a go at the bells. That might be which way am I going to go? This way. That might be good fun. Whee, there goes the GoPro. I'll see you in a bit. So that was a nice little walk with the pinhole camera and also picking up some of that darkroom stuff. I'll show you in a moment what I got from Ralph's parents when I opened the boot of their car, but I'll just go through the images that I took on that pinhole camera. This is the first one where I got it right low down on this curb. I quite like this. You've got these lines going off and the curb going off. Nothing in the background. There was a couple, you could just see a little blurry bit in the background where this 2 people I think was walking past, but you know, I think that was, I can't remember now, 11 seconds or something like that, trying to compensate for this shadow area, and also you had the highlight area in the background. But I like that come out quite nice. Nothing that I'll go in a darkroom and make a print of. I've scanned these, you know, they're not going to float my boat that much, they're not that creative, but you know, good fun to go out and play with this stuff, and I enjoyed that photograph there. I think maybe it might have looked a bit nicer if there was something in the foreground, maybe a Coke can or something on the ground here, you know, but it's what it is, isn't it? And then the next shot of the bench, that was only a few seconds if I remember. You can just see that person going past with the pram. But you can see how wide that perspective is on a pinhole camera. It's absolutely crazy. Got the whole back of that bench going in. Nice vignetting going off here. And again, a little bit bright in the background, but you know, that seemed to work quite nice, I think. You've got the whole, look at the way the buildings are just coming into this whole scene. I think again, a nice shot, but it needs something going on in this high street. It just looks like there's nothing going on. It looks like a ghost town. So I don't know, maybe less time than 3 seconds or something there. Maybe a pigeon just sitting there or something. I don't know. Maybe I should have just gone and sat on the bench. But I like that shot. It's nice. The next one I did of the church, I thought that was quite nice, getting behind these railings. I decided to come behind these railings just to give it more perspective, but you know, you can't see what you're doing with a pinhole camera. It's not like looking through a normal camera and seeing your composition. So I just plotted it behind these railings and see what I get. You can see how much Look at this, look, got right at the top of the railings up here, they've got the shops coming off in the background. You can see the whole church, the whole square really is coming into view. Again, no people because it was a longer exposure, but still another nice negative, I suppose, but nothing that I'd want to go and print out. And the last one was the town hall. I messed up here. A cigarette butt is sitting on the floor down there. That doesn't bother me too much, but it's so wide. I've got the shop in the background, this car. I should have put the pinhole camera the other way round, I think, and come this way, but I wanted to get these archways in, you know, but it's interesting to see these results coming back to you. It's all educational and learning for next time, you know. So that was the 4 pinhole shots that I took on that Lerouge 4.5 pinhole camera. Great bit of kit. I love shooting pinhole, I really do. And that's why I pointed to you guys to Will Gudgeon, because he loves shooting pinhole as well. Maybe we can do a collab at some point. I'll show you guys what was in the boot of the car, what Ralph gave me from his parents. I believe Ralph lives up in Scotland, and it just so happens that his parents live on the Isle of Wight, and it's his family home. So he had all this stuff there. And they dug it out for me. This is a large easel. I'll certainly make use for this in the darkroom. Oh, it's quite heavy as well. Got to put it somewhere. A focus finder, and that's the result, because my one's actually got a crack in it and I've got some sellotape holding it together. So Ralph, that's going to come in real handy for me. I'm going to swap that over with the one I've already got. Thank you so much. A red safe light. I've already got one of these, but you can never have not enough safe lights in your darkroom. I'll find a place for this in the darkroom and put it up. One of those old red safe lights. Look at that, brilliant. And this is something that I've never had before. I've always made my own one. This is a 35mm contact sheet printer or contact sheet machine. But unfortunately, this one is really sticky. All the foam's gone all over the glass and all on the bottom. But that's no problem. I can probably get all that off and put some new foam in and save that. So that's a nice bit of kit too. And there's also another one there, another contact print machine for 6x6. Again, the foam is a little bit, you can see it's just going to peel off in my hand, so I need to replace that, but that one's in better condition than the other one. But you know, it is what it is, this stuff. It's old stuff and it's been used, and you can sometimes find some real little treasures out there, as I've got here in my hands. This is a test print machine. I've got something similar to this, but again, something I can put in my darkroom and make use of as I'm making the prints. I've got another small easel there, a little Patterson easel. That's for 5x4s, I think. 5x7 prints, sorry, not 5x4s, 5x7 prints. That's a little tiny easel there. And this is interesting. I've not got a clue what this is. It's called a mini meter. I can only presume that you put this under the enlarger when you're making your prints, I don't know, let's put my glasses on. So it looks like this is a little tiny machine for calculating your exposures underneath the enlarger. I'll have a little dabble with that. That should be quite fun. And in the box is also a Patterson timer. I've got a DURST timer for my enlarger, but that's always handy to store and keep if anything happens to my one. So there's some good little spares there and some nice bits for me to put in my darkroom and use. And also some tongs as well. I said the other day in a video that I use kitchen tongs. It only cost me a couple of quid. These ones here as well, little tiny plastic tongs. So all this stuff's going to be really handy to put in my darkroom and no doubt use at some point, especially the contact print makers, if I can get them nice and cleaned up. The focus finder, the grain focus finder, definitely going to replace that. And the red light as well, that'll go up somewhere in the darkroom. So all this stuff I can use, you know, and that's the thing with darkroom equipment. You can come by it. If you put your feelers out, you can come by this stuff all of the time. People are giving it away, or sometimes people are selling it. But I was lucky enough to have this stuff from Ralph that his parents had. So Ralph, if you're watching, thanks very much for getting in contact with me and letting me have this stuff. I really appreciate it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Me milling around the high street, as we call it, with the pinhole camera, taking some photographs. Don't forget to check out Carmine's YouTube channel and also Will Gudgeon as well. I'm sure you'll enjoy those. And I'll catch you next time.